And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquaba, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Rasta Report here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, Living in Black. This is Friday, and Fridays we call it Show Me the Money. Show Me the Money with Dr. Steph joins us to be our guest. As we look at what is happening across the world, we look at culture, consciousness, historical perspectives. We deal with a bunch of topics all related to how you and I can do a better job of beating the economy and making it all work well for us. Today's date is Friday, August 27th in the Gregorian calendar, or 2025 in the Gregorian calendar. This is the year 6266 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we've realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the seventh millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. And we are waiting for Dr. Steph to connect. She is, of course, in Jamaica. Sometimes being in Jamaica, it can be difficult. Oh, yes, it can be difficult to find a good, solid connection, connect to the internet, and go international. So while we're waiting on Dr. Steph, I want to share with you something I just received in the email literally just 1 minute ago. I received this message via Facebook about 1 minute ago, and the message said, I will leave the person's name out of it. He's a good brother, though. Really is a good brother. Big contributor to the integrity of our people. But he said this: Greetings, Kitty. I thought I would just let you know that I have been in a very bad state over the last 5 months. At the end of March, I was diagnosed with a condition called idiopathic, meaning of unknown cause, cranial, meaning it's inside your skull, hypertension, meaning high blood pressure inside your skull of an unknown cause. This is a very rare brain disease which can cause severe neurological symptoms. That's another disease set there. I have been affected by this disease through experiencing visual disturbances and hearing noises in my head. I had brain surgery on the 31st of July. They successfully placed 2 stents on the right side of my brain to treat my condition by unnarrowing the veins that were contributing to the high blood pressure in my brain. The debilitating, pulsating tinnitus noise I had in my right ear has gone. But now I am hearing other noises in both of my ears. Those other noises are annoying and distracting, but not as severe as the debilitating, pulsatile tinnitus I had, which is now gone following the surgery. I'm still having problems with my vision at the moment. And I just wrote him back. I said, hit me up. He's in London. I had said, hit me up on the WhatsApp and I'll join your team. And then I put in the wrong number. Let me get this number. The wrong number. And let me put in the right number. The right number is plus 1 702 580 0662. And hopefully I will hear from my brother as soon as possible. And I'm going to ask this of each and one of you. How can I convince you not to wait so long to get in contact with me when you are not doing well, when you're feeling poorly? What can I do? What can I say? Put me in the game, coach. We need a win here. And when he talks about when he talks about idiopathic cranial hypertension, that's not necessarily an easy one, but that's fairly easy for me to understand and to understand what would be a proper treatment therapy to get rid of it. Surgery, putting stents in your brain is not a fix. It's not a cure. It's not. It's a symptom suppression technique. And then, as is predictable, when the symptoms go down artificially in one area, you can expect new symptoms to appear because you did not fix the problem. That's why I am here. That's what makes me so frustrated. Now, while I am waiting for Dr. Steph, and she's having a hard time, obviously, today getting online, I did send her the links to get on, so she has those. But we've got to ask the question, are we prepared? Are we prepared to be healthy? I don't know. I don't know. This evening, and if you're interested, you let me know, but you got to let me know today. Today is Friday, August 27th. Yes, it is the birth anniversary of Nat Turner. We're going to go, maybe we can talk about that today while Dr. Steph is offline. This is the birth anniversary of Nat Turner, born in Druryville, South Carolina. Actually, it was Southampton Township, Southampton Parish or Township, whatever they call the counties in Virginia. Nat Turner, the great Nat Turner, who we could use Nat Turner at this time. How could we use Nat Turner? I'm not going to disclose it. But why don't we do a better job of maintaining our health? What's up with us? I'm going to let a couple of you know, and don't everybody show up. No, everybody show up. I'm going to be on a Zoom conference today. It will be 8 p.m. Eastern time zone, and it will be 5 p.m. Pacific time zone. To be on that Zoom call, you need to send me an email. You can email me at KEIDIOBI@yahoo.com. KEIDIOBI@yahoo.com. I got a couple of other email addresses, but that's the most convenient one. If you want to be on that Zoom, 5 p.m. this evening, and I'm going to be talking to a group of people, two of which know what I do with the healing very, very well, both of which have been clients in the past and gotten complete, well, not complete, because one guy came in with 14 medications and his is not yet complete, but he made incredible progress in the first 5 days. Lost 14 pounds, I think, in less than 14 days. It was about 10 or 11 days. He lost 14 pounds. He was significantly overweight. Working on a number of conditions. If you tune into the Zoom today, you will hear from him. And you will hear from someone else who cured their chronic disease or chronic autoimmune disorder. She had been suffering from it for over 15 years, might have been 17 years or so. Long time. It had nearly killed her in her 40s. Now she is wonderfully healthy. So we're going to do a better job of healing ourselves. We're going to do a better job of healing ourselves, of loving ourselves, doing the best we can with what the Creator gave us. I highly recommend to the best of our abilities. We've got to do it, and we got to do it this way, using food as nature's most perfect medicine. Most perfect medicine, not just good medicine. Food is absolutely crucial to staying healthy. We all know that. We all admit that. Yet so many people are unhealthy, which would seem to indicate that so many people don't get this idea. It's what you eat, smart person. It's what you've been eating that's related to your disorder. Now, in the case of what my friend is going through, I know what this is: idiopathic cranial hypertension. The hypertension, the high blood pressure, is inside of the skull. That means there is atherosclerosis inside of his brain vesicles. Now, how do we get into the brain and clean those vessels out? By cleaning out all of the vessels in his body. If it's not in his brain, it would have shown up in his kidneys. If it's not in his kidneys, it would have shown up as chronic condition. He may have taken the jab. I haven't talked to him about that. If he did take the jab, then there's another set of solutions that has come to mind, Dr. McCullough, that we could refer to. But unclogging his vessels, opening up his vessels, which is what the stents were intended to do, but the surgeons don't know you could have done that using food. They didn't know that. He's in the UK. I know about the National Health Service over there, NHS. I know about it. And I know it's good that it's available to everyone. The problem is there's another system available to anyone in the UK, and the other one is private doctors, and it's superior because the private doctors stay out of the National Health Service. And the National Health Service doctors, compared to the private doctors, don't make as much money. So therefore, the standard of quality leans in the UK towards a private service. Now, that doesn't even compare to the United States. United States healthcare system is all screwed up. It's all a private system. They do have Medicare, Medicaid, and all of that, but it's pretty much a private system, and it's all messed up. It's all screwed up. If you're wealthy, you can afford better doctors in the United States, just like in the UK, but it's a great difference. But why not get out of that system? That's the question to me. Why not get out of the system? I know what people are going to say is they're going to say doing all of those routines is inconvenient. It's not pleasant. How do you know? You don't do them. How do you know it's inconvenient and unpleasant if you don't do them? Old habits are hard to break. New habits are quick to formulate. It takes 21 days of activity to form a new life habit. 21 days. Could you eat clean for 21 days? Could you go without eating the acid-forming foods? Meat, cheese, dairy, fish, chicken, fowl, fried foods, chicken, and more chicken. hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, pasta. Can you go 21 days and avoid all of those foods that I just mentioned? Can you do it? If you cannot do it, then I got bad news for you. You are vulnerable. Now we're waiting on Dr. Steph. Excuse me, Dr. Steph appears to not being able to be with us today. And because the Dr. Steph is not with us today, we're going to go ahead and just move on to the next phase of our our contradiction, not our contradiction. What am I talking about? I don't know. Who am I talking to? I don't know. Join the conversation to interact with others. It's not coming on. Join the conversation. How do I join the conversation? I'm on YouTube. YouTube is they be changing these they be changing these websites from time to time, and I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, it said join the conversation to interact with the creator and others watching this live stream. And after 30 seconds, the chat finally came open. So you should contact me as soon as you notice that your health is being challenged. Period. You should contact me as soon as you notice that you are undergoing some sort of health challenge. Is that so hard to do? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong because you apparently don't seem to have gotten the memo that I have gotten. So we're going to be patient here and see if Dr. Steph shows up today. Today's date is August 22, the birth anniversary of Nat Turner. My friend Khalifa, Baba Khalifa as I call him, he is a wise, esteemed elder. So I call him Baba Khalifa. Baba Khalifa lives in Southampton, Virginia. Baba Khalifa bought the land where Nat Turner was born. And as a consequence of owning the land where Nat Turner was born, Baba Khalifa conducts a tour of the Nat Turner lands and the place where Nat Turner engaged his infamous rebellion, Nat Turner's rebellion tour. And I want to say this about my friend Baba Khalifa. I've been trying to reach him of recent, haven't had any luck. He is getting elder, but he's very healthy. He maintains himself very well. He has maintained himself for a long time after having learned and studied the book from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad called Eat to Live. Baba Khalifa has ate to live for a long time. And then he came across my information, and he and I worked together very, very closely. His daughter, bless her heart, Nadira, is wonderful. She's incredibly healthy. She's a mother. Nadira is awesome. I'm talking about you, beloved. Anybody who knows Nadira, Baba Khalifa, let him know Kitty was talking about him on the air, and he had nothing but great things to say about these two individuals. So Baba Khalifa has the Khalifa's Kujichagulia Village. He believes in the plan. He believes in the book. for which today's conversation was intended to be part 5 of raising money for our intentional communities. What do you think? What do you think? Now, I'm getting very low response today on Rumble. I'm getting a very low response, if no response, on YouTube. So as a consequence of that, I'm just going to hang around for just a little bit and I'm going to enjoy today. Now, what am I doing today? This is curious. What am I doing today? In the background, I am preparing a meal, 2 meals for a client who is my newest living superfood client to eat my food daily. 2 in the Zoom meeting we're going to be having later today, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. for our East Coast listeners. And that would be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time. There have been a few people who have come to Las Vegas for our health and wellness retreat that we conduct out of our home here. And when you come to the health and wellness retreat, you're going to eat nothing but my food. Hopefully, nothing but my food. Hopefully, you won't be sneaking out of the house and eating out at restaurants and fast foods and junk foods and processed foods and those kind of things. But when you eat my food, it's a miracle. It is a miracle. Happens in real time, right in your face. Your blood pressure goes down. Your diabetes, your fasting A1C goes down. Fasting blood sugar declines significantly. I showed you the pictures a couple of months ago of the 2 brothers who came to stay here. I showed you one brother's blood pressure reading on the 5th day had completely normalized. I think it was something like 114 or 118 over 71. It was completely normalized. And that's great. The other brother, his blood sugar at day 5, on day 5, his blood sugar had peaked a couple of days earlier, like 176. It was really, really high. It was over 176. I think it was 200 or something. Had now dropped down to, what was it, 104 blood sugar level. So I know how to do this. So for my brother who sent me the message today, thank you for reaching out. I asking everyone, if you have an illness, reach out. Now, I am telling them I do earn a living off of this, and I do believe that I deserve to live with a skill like this, helping people to cure, get over their chronic disease conditions in days or weeks. I think I should be compensated. I think I deserve, if there is any reason for having helped you achieve that I should not be paid for it, then please explain it to me. And don't give me the reason you don't have the money, because you got the money to do a whole bunch of other things. I know this to be true. A whole bunch of other things. So why not compensate Kitty for putting my credibility on the line and my skills and talents on the line for your self-interest? That makes sense. We're going to begin to wrap it up. So, let me just finish this story. I get started telling 5 stories at a time. Let me tell you this story. I am preparing a meal for someone to come by today. She's going to have hibiscus juice with ginger and lime. She is going to have a green salad. There'll be tomatoes and cucumbers and apples and other beautiful things in that beautiful green salad. She is going to have, what else is in there? I made the dishes yesterday. Flax crackers, homemade raw flax crackers. She is going to have, I made the dishes yesterday. I just can't remember what I made yesterday. But she's going to have a feast. And that's going to be the bottom line, top line, middle line, feasting on superfood. And I'm going to encourage her to eat as much of it as you can. If you have to eat anything other than what I fixed for your meal, then only eat fresh fruit. I'm going to make her the quinoa pudding, which I'm making for myself. She's going to have that for breakfast. Quinoa pudding for 2 days in a row, and watch her weight stabilize. This particular client needs to let off, I think, about 40 pounds. See, I think she's 40 pounds over her optimal weight. And so I'm going to help her get that 40 pounds off. I think it's reasonable. 40 pounds, take it easy. 3 months. 40 pounds in 3 months should be fairly easy to do. Now, I'll be honest with you. I took off 26 pounds in 28 days. Yes, I did. But I'm not asking you to go that hard at it. I went hard at it. And not only 26 pounds taken off in 28 days, but on the 28th day, I was incredibly strong and woke up in the morning and did 610 sit-ups in one set, no pause, no break. And I'm not asking you to go hard like that unless you are a go hard type of person. I've got a few in my group who are go hard type of people. Brother Reggie, you know I'm talking about you. We're the Kwame Reggie. Who are go hard at it. Can go hard at it with absolute discipline and be that comfortable in their own body. I know a lot of people like that. Brother Obadale, Brother Heru, or go hard at it and get the accomplishment, get the achievement. And then once you got your achievement, take it out to the world. Celebrate what you do, what you have done. Celebrate it with the world. You have been tuned into LFB Radio, LFBTVLivingBlack.com. We are still in our emergency August fund drive. Today is Friday. The eagle flies on Friday. Saturday night, you go out to play. So what you can do is you can get your healthy on. I do see my brother Gus is in the house. Greetings to you, Gus. Always, it's a pleasure to be around you. Great that you are taking a healthy eating approach to weight loss. The faddish GPL-1 medications cause serious complications. I'm so glad you brought that up, Brother Gus. I'm so glad you brought that up because from my understanding, and let me look this up, Serena Williams has just joined the team with the GLP-1 medications. Serena, let me type this in. Serena Williams and GLP-1 inhibitors. This is a new story. And however, okay, listen to this. I just inquired of AI, artificial intelligence. It's contradicting itself. There's currently no known connection between Serena Williams and I wrote GLD, not GLP, GLP. It should be. So GLD1 is an RNA binding protein studied primarily in Canorhabditis elegans, a model for its role in germ cell development and gene regulation. That don't have nothing to do with this. However, Serena Williams has recently become associated with GLP-1 drugs, a completely different class of medications. That's what I intended. GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1 receptor agonists like Ozempic and Wegovy are being used for weight loss and type 2 diabetes. Williams reportedly partnered with Ro, a telehealth company, to promote GLP-1 medications as part of her wellness journey. Now I'm going to hit the button on that one to open that in a new tab. If you were referring to GLP-1 and not GLP-G2, I can dive deeper into how these drugs work, their safety profile, and why they've become popular in celebrity wellness circles. And I do want to dive deeper into how these drugs work and their safety profile. So do dive deeper into how these drugs work and their safety profile. Now, I did a program on the GLP-1 inhibitors. Maybe it was as much as 3 months ago. I did a deep dive. And of course, you know me, I do not sign on or believe in any of them. I personally love Serena Williams, but I think Serena Williams is making a terrible mistake. Glucagon-like peptide 1 is a hormone naturally produced in the gut in response to food. It helps regulate blood sugar and appetite. GLP-1 receptor agonists mimic this, bear with me, mimic this, where are we at? Mimic this hormone and act on multiple systems. On the pancreas, they stimulate insulin release and suppress glucagon, which raises blood sugar. 2, in the brain, reduces appetite and increases satiety by acting on hypothalamic centers. 3, in the stomach, slows gastric emptying and helps control post-meal glucose spikes. And 4, heart and kidneys offer protective effects, reducing cardiovascular and renal risk in some patients. But what do we know about the safety profile? Common side effects include nausea and vomiting, most frequently, especially early on. 2, diarrhea or constipation. 2 opposites. It throws your gut microbiome out of whack. 3, loss of appetite can be extreme in some cases. So you could go from being overweight now to being anorexic. 4, fatigue or dizziness. What if that dizziness happens and you are at work, operating machinery, or on the freeway, and you're driving your car, and you get fatigue or dizziness? Less common but serious side effects include pancreatitis. Rare but serious inflammation of the pancreas. Pancreatitis is most cases a precursor to pancreatic cancer. Gallbladder issues, including gallstones and biliary disease. Thyroid tumors found in rodent studies. Human relevance is still under investigation. Retained gastric contents. Many complicate anesthesia procedures due to delayed stomach emptying. Not many, may complicate anesthesia procedures due to delayed stomach emptying. Emerging considerations: muscle loss. Rapid weight loss may reduce lean mass, which is being studied further. 2, bone density. Some concern about fracture risks in long-term use. And 3, neurological effects. The trials are exploring potential benefits for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Potential benefits, which means it could potentially hurt. These drugs are not one size fits all. They're powerful tools, but best used under medical supervision with personalized dosing and monitoring. Now, here's what we want to know. How long do well-informed doctors recommend GLP-1 inhibitors be used? That's the question. How long do doctors recommend GLP-1 inhibitors be used? Well-informed doctors generally recommend the GLP-1 receptor agonists, such as Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, be used long-term for chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes and obesity, much like medications for high blood pressure or cholesterol. Designed for chronic use, GLP-1 medications are FDA approved for long-term use in managing blood sugar and weight. They mimic a natural hormone. A natural hormone means you make the natural hormone that regulates appetite, insulin, and digestion, making them suitable for ongoing metabolic support. Clinical trials show sustained benefits over 1 to 2 years, including averaging 15% body weight reduction with semaglutide, that's Wegovy, improved blood sugar, blood pressure, and cardiovascular markers. Continued use helps maintain weight loss and metabolic improvements. Stopping often leads to weight regain. Now, wait a minute. They said 15% body weight reduction with semaglutide, and it took 1 to 2 years. I reduced my weight by 14% in 28 days. 28 days. My weight went down from 180 to 150. 176 to 150 in 28 days. Stopping often leads to weight regain. Studies show that a patient who stops GLP-1 therapy often regain a significant portion of the lost weight, up to 11% within a year. That supports the idea that obesity is a chronic disease requiring ongoing treatment. Ooh, they turned getting fat into a chronic disease with these GLP-1 inhibitors. They have now turned being overweight into a chronic disease. That's a significant change. I don't accept it. To me, is being overweight is the fact that you just don't know how to live. You don't know how to eat. You don't know what to eat. I'm not blaming you for the errors of your parents and those around you, for the society being ignorant. I'm not blaming you, but you do need to know this. You need to know this to survive. You need to know what to eat, how to eat, to thrive. That's pretty serious business. Thanks for that note, Brother Gus. And I am going to do a story in the coming week on Serena Williams. This from Fandom Wire. Which weight loss medicine Serena Williams used to lose 31 pounds? How is it different from Ozempic? Serena Williams is promoting GLP-1 drugs from Roe.co, which have been met with brutal criticism by many fans, by Hashim Asraf. This is August 22 today. And just briefly, summary, Serena Williams is promoting a new drug company on her Instagram, and fans are wondering if it's even legal. Ooh. The use of Ozempic and other GLP-1 drugs in the celebrity world is met with significant criticism from fans. So when Serena Williams promoted a new company that distributes cheaper GLP-1 drugs than Ozempic and Wegovy, fans were not kind to her. Williams is promoting the company called Roe, which is advertised as a telehealth company. She appeared in a video for the company where she explained that they gave her the support she needed in her weight loss journey. She claimed that she lost 31 pounds with the help of the company's medication. The retired tennis star signed a deal with the company and has become its brand ambassador. She appeared in a new marketing campaign for the company's line of GLP-1 drugs, which she is seen injecting the medication into her abdomen. She showed off her fit body, claiming to be proof that the drugs worked. Now, I'm going to save that story. There's more to it, but I'm going to save that story. But I'm going to also see if I can find you a picture of Venus Williams. Venus Williams is a vegan. Venus Williams is a vegan. And then AI comes back and says, yes. Here, bear with me 1 second. It comes back and it says, yes, Venus Williams is indeed a long-time advocate of a vegan lifestyle. She adopted a plant-based diet back in 2011 after being diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome, an autoimmune disease that causes fatigue and joint pain. Switching to a vegan diet helped her manage symptoms and continued her tennis career without relying heavily on medication. A few highlights include mostly plant-based. Venus follows a mostly plant-based diet, sometimes describing herself as a cheating vegan or clean vegan, meaning she occasionally prioritizes whole nutritious foods. Her favorite foods, she enjoys berry smoothies, kale chips, lentil salads, quinoa, and even vegan burgers. She's also a fan of sweet potatoes and pickled vegetables. Happy Viking, inspired by her experience, she launched her own vegan protein brand called Happy Viking, designed to support athletic recovery and performance boosts. Venus credits her diet with improving her energy, skin, and overall health, what helped her to return to the competitive tennis even in her 40s. She's a great example of how plant-based nutrition can fuel athleticism. Want to explore what Venus-style meal plan looks like? Yeah, that's a good question. What does a Venus style meal plan look like? But what I want to find out is a picture. 1 second here. Tragic details about Jelly Roll. Apparently, a celebrity died today. His name is Jelly Roll. He struggled through youth, suffered addiction, and even missed his daughter's birth. And yet Jelly Roll's story is inspirational as it is tragic. So I guess nobody named Jelly Roll did die. He's a big guy. And I'm not interested. I'm interested in show me a current picture of Venus Williams. And I want to see a current picture of Venus Williams. And I'm looking at all of the pictures of Venus Williams that are up here. And Venus Williams is not overweight. She looks fantastic. See more pictures? Yeah, Venus Williams looks absolutely great. So you see, I'll put this link up in case you want to take a look. Interesting contrast between two sisters. You are absolutely right. I was going to take a picture of Venus before losing the weight compared to Serena before losing the weight to Venus. But just click on the link and it'll show you current picture of Venus Williams. And she looks awesome. She really does look good. I got to give her credit. Because Venus Williams is doing the smart thing. She's doing the right. Enough respect to her. And on that note, my brother, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you, Brother Gus, for not only being in today's program, but for interacting with me, for hitting the like button if you have already. We do encourage everyone, hit the like button, let the algorithm know you are listening to LIV Radio and that you do care, that you really do care. And on that note, I want to thank you all so wonderfully for being a part of today's conversation. If you can, please do make a donation, make a contribution. I have been telling you, hinting that this is too hard anymore. It's too much of a struggle. If only if I only had to just do the research and pay for it, it would be like a job for me. And it's a job for which I am not being compensated. If only people would utilize my knowledge as a means of staying healthy, then I could earn my money. If people would only buy the books and support me that way, you gain a good base of information. You get the chance to read again, read a book. And Gus says, do a case study of your current client. I might do a case study of my current client, but I will not necessarily put it out there like this is for my client or whatever. Many of these studies I've been doing right now have been for clients. But my client is I have more than one client. There's actually 3 or 4 clients simultaneously. So just keep listening, bro Gus. Just keep listening, and I will share case studies. I am doing a number of different case studies, a number of different clients. Yet, it's tough. It's tough. Okay, thank you, Brother Gus. I really do appreciate you. You've been tuned in to LIB Radio, LIB TV, and LivianBlack.com. I'm still wondering if I am even going to go to Ghana. The plan was first was October, then it was September, and then now I'm considering pushing it back even further. I hate to do that. I hate to put off the villages because personally, I honestly believe, that we're not going to last much longer in America, that we're going to have to get out. First, they came for the illegal immigrants, and I said nothing. Then they came for Washington, D.C., and I said nothing. Then they came for Chicago, and I said nothing. And first they came for, earlier they came for Los Angeles. I said or did nothing. We understand, we see the pattern here. Donald Trump's minions are getting stronger as the demonocrats, as I call them, are showing their incredible weakness. Can we do better than that? I don't think so. Not in this country. So therefore, we have to plan an exit. That was why I wanted to go to Africa to start to build a place to receive us who were going to be leaving. We call them Kujichagulia Villages. There is a book on the topic. I highly recommend you go to keidi.biz and get your hands on that book, Kujichagulia Villages. You can also get it at http Kujichagulia villages.com. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you.